Hi guys, I know this is a bit unorthodox or just not normal, and the usual video is currently being severely delayed, but trust me, there is important reason behind it, and I'm working as hard as I can to make sure that this flow doesn't stop, that although it is currently getting, delayed out the wazoo, that it does not spell the end of the show. Because I still believe there is value and there is truth to be found in the everyday little thing that surrounds us. So today I just want to share with you guys, my heart, share with you guys a bit of where my mind is at, especially surrounded by a bunch of distractions, surrounded by a lot of noise. I'm also surrounded by people that love me. I'm also surrounded by good things. I'm also surrounded by examples of times that I did not quit. I'm also surrounded by words of encouragement. I'm also surrounded by, resources to help me, whether it be mentally or physically. But we all know it's really easy to just focus on what's wrong, on what isn't happening, or who isn't helping, or who doesn't love us, or just focus on the lack, right? It's kind of like when a bad situation happens, the easiest thing to think about is what the bad thing that happened, right? Or the good thing that didn't happen. That's the easiest go-to. And I'm not saying ignore any of that. It is very good to acknowledge it. Make sure that whatever loss you feel is validated. But, as somebody very important to me, once said, she said, "I will listen to my emotions, but I won't be controlled by them." That's the kind of mentality that I'm talking about. And so I would like to welcome you, if this is your first time watching one of my videos. By the way, I know this is a bit of a late introduction, but welcome to Lessons from the Mundane, or LFTM, the show where you and I are able to gather or glean life-giving lessons from everyday things all around us, otherwise known as the mundane. And today, speaking about noise, my mundane focus will be earbuds. These are the Jabra Elite 65. Speaking of noise and distractions and negativity and the state of the world, all that kind of stuff, whether it's politics or finances or school or work, it doesn't matter. We have a choice, guys. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, women and men, we have a choice. We can decide to fight our own mental programming. And by that I mean you grow up watching the people that you admire, or the people around you, or that perhaps even raised you, complaining about bills, or complaining about relational problems, or your friends complaining about relational problems, or your coworkers complaining about bills and being behind on certain things, or never enough money. Just a constant stream of people spreading the negativity that is in their lives, but with no disclaimers to it, as in it is good to acknowledge it out loud, but then cover that negativity with something else, with what you truly believe, with what should be happening, or what you are pledging to accomplish. Not just leave the negativity out there for negativity's sake, but with a promise of purging that negativity, because you have the power to do so. And to prove that to you, I want to point us all towards Philippians 4 verse 8, out of a very good, incredible book called the Bible. Bear with me as I read. It says, "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. So what does that passage automatically tell us? It tells us that we have a choice. We decide what we stay on, what we think about, is the word ruminate, I guess? Kind of like when cows eat something and then they store it in one of their stomachs, then they bring it back up and then they chew it some more. And that's what we do with our thoughts, good or bad. It's called memories, guys. You know, you ever notice how you remember something about your past and then you feel the same or the similar emotions to when you actually encountered that situation? You're ruminating. I hope that's the right word. You're rehashing, those thoughts. So if you focus on that and you don't commandeer your own mind and say, no, all right. For example, I could be focusing on the fact that I'm almost late to work right now and I gotta go. But I choose to focus on the fact that God has blessed me to have a job. I choose to focus on the fact that God has blessed me with a car that works. It needs a lot more work, but not the point. I choose to focus on the fact that I woke up in time to be able to cook some dinner because I work night shift. So I'm gonna need some food. Therefore, it's gonna save me money in the long run. It's a positive thing. And speaking of money, I thank God for a mom that is, that loves me so much that she's willing to be my financial advisor, because I know I'm not the best with money yet. So I thank God for that. That is focusing on the right things. I'm not saying there are never times where life just gets in my face and shows me everything that's wrong. But then there always has to come that moment where enough is enough, and I reset with what the Bible considers true, honorable, just, pure, lovely, commendable, excellent, anything worthy of praise. It's around you. But it's up to you to decide, I'm not going to focus on that stuff anymore. I'm going to focus on this instead and drown out everything else. It takes practice. It takes work. But the first thing it takes is a choice. And yeah, we use them all the time. They run out of battery, we recharge them, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of mundane, but its lessons forever remain. My name is Jason, or you can call me Jace. This was LFTM, or Lessons from the Mundane, and I speak favor and fulfillment over your life. Focus up, guys. Love you.